Hey, welcome to Weekly Essentials. I don't know why my voice just, want to go raspy when I go live, but well, I'm not live. I'm doing a recording. So, this week we have a little bit of gossipy stuff going on here. So, I have two articles. I'm going to read the shorter one. But it's saying former seller alleged essential oil MLM is satanic. Several Young Living sellers have denounced the company due to perceived demonic connections. So I really wonder what that's all about. I read a few pieces. One of them is very long. It's from BuzzFeed. So I am, because of how everything is set up, I'm gonna have to stop recording, and then I'm gonna have to go to the other page and then re-record so I can show you the BuzzFeed article, but I'm going to switch back over to this one and read this one because it's a little bit shorter. The other one is pretty lengthy. Hey, welcome so here we go. Weekly Essentials, the BuzzFeed article. I don't know why my voice in regards to want to go raspy when I go live. Of the MLM. I don't know why I'm doing a recording. These women say Young Living essential oils has been taken over by Satan. Going on here. Yes, so really. I have two articles. I am the only Christian woman who is not surprised one bit that an essential former seller alleged essential oil would come out as satanic. Is satanic. Several Young Living sellers have denounced the company due to perceived demonic order. This was from February 17th. So I really wonder what that's all about. I read a few pieces. One of them is very long. It's from BuzzFeed article. So I am, because of how everything is set up, this week I see another article come out. So and then I'm gonna have to go to the other. We're just gonna go record so I can read. I'm gonna read a little bit BuzzFeed article, but I'm gonna switch back over to this, and then I'm gonna read some of this one. I wish I could a little bit shorter. The other one is pretty lengthy. Let me see if I can. Let me see if it wants to. Hey, welcome to Weekly Essentials. New technology. I don't know why my voice behalf, just, but yeah. So in August 2021, influencer Madison Vining made a big announcement on Instagram. So after becoming one of the top sellers for the multi-level marketing essential oil company Young Living, I have two articles. I'm going to read the shorter one. To her, more than 25, saying former seller alleged 25,000 MLM followers on Instagram. Her Young Living team, several Young Living sellers have denounced the company due to perceived two of the major demonic companies connections. The New Yorker reported I really wonder what that's all about. I read a few main rival. One of them is very long. Both claim to be the largest oil company in the world. So I am, because of how everything is set up. It's not the truth, because I went to go look that up, and then they are. Go to the other. There's a lot of oil companies, and they are just one of the few. The BuzzFeed article, but I'm gonna switch back over to this one annually and read this one. Millions of customers. A little bit shorter. The other one is pretty who had worked for Young Living for more than 8 years had reached Royal Crown Diamond status. To Weekly Essentials. Sellers with that status make an average of 1.6 million annually, or when I go live, 137,000 monthly. Doing a recording. So, according this to week, we have a little bit of gossipy stuff going on here. People online began to speculate as to why Vining and her husband, Tyler, would leave so much money on the table to start from scratch. When a few days later, the Vinings announced that they were joining a new wellness-focused MLM sellers, Modern, which is best known for its collagen supplements. Demonic connection. Rumors swirled that the couple had gotten a huge payout. I read on some other incentives. One of them is very long. Other incentives from BuzzFeed. So I am, because of how everything is set up. Let me see if I'm just pronouncing that right, and then I'm like half retarded. Go to the other page and then re-record so I can show you the BuzzFeed article. But I'm gonna switch back over to this one and read this one because it's a little bit shorter. The other one is pretty lengthy. When a few days later, blah, blah, blah. Welcome to Weekly Essentials. For months, Vining had kept her reasons for leaving Young Living opaque. But recently, she finally began to spill the tea on social media. One of the reasons the Vinings gave for leaving Young Living,
this
Satan
week we have a little bit of gossipy stuff going on here. Yes, so the Prince of Darkness. Have two articles.
Vining is just one former top Young Living retailer,
but it's saying former seller alleged insinuated
or flat out said they left the company after feeling as devout Christians that demonic forces were spreading darkness amongst Young Living members. One of the former seller, Melissa Truitt, so I really wonder what that's all about. I read a few pieces, and an Instagram story highlight she posted on her account last week,
so I
and later deleted.
How everything
Truitt led the charge on the oily satanic panic by posting her series of Instagram stories that last week accused the company of spreading demonic propaganda through a new age self-help book.
because it's a little bit shorter. The other one is pretty lengthy.
This year. She urged Christians still working for Young Living to flee or risk their souls.
I don't know why my voice just,
this is so much bigger than money. This is so much bigger than day-to-day life. This is eternal significance.
So this week we have a little bit of gossipy stuff going on here. So I have two articles. I'm going to read the shorter one.
Vining did
but
not
it's saying
either.
Former seller
And shortly after I reached out, she blocked me on Instagram. In response to the claim, Young Living said it did not publish and does not endorse the company in any way. In a statement, the company said the book's co-author Marcella Von Harding,
I really wonder what that's
all about.
I read a few pieces.
One of them is very long without the company's knowledge or consent.
So I am
denying
because of how
providing Von
everything is set
Harding
up
with anyone's contact
recording and
anyone's contact information. I guess I'm going to read this out since I'm already doing that.
BuzzFeed
article,
but I'm going to
switch back over to this one.
We support a culture of inclusion that we extend to our
employees, customers, and brand partners worldwide.
Hey, welcome
the statement
to
read,
We
appreciate
and
celebrate our members in their diversity of backgrounds, and beliefs.
And are
dedicated to ensuring our brand partners follow our policies and procedures. And
so, this week we have
the influencers and former Young Living retailers abruptly
so I have two articles.
I'm going to read the shorter one. Are odd to say the least,
but it's saying former
so many
seller
of them,
alleged
like Banning, have jump ship to Modere over the past several months. Before even receiving the book.
Several Young Living
Truitt, who had sellers have denounced the company due to perceived also left Young Living 5 months
connection.
And so I really wonder what that's
Young
all about. I read a few pieces.
Influencers,
one of
like
them is
Liz
very
Joy,
long. Of Pure Joy Home and Monique McLean
so I am because of how
everything is set up
recently as well.
I'm gonna have to stop
recording.
And so many prominent top Young Living sellers have been leaving that last August. Young Living sued some of them, including Vining and McLean and her husband back over to this one. The lawsuit, which was filed in
the other one is
in Utah in August 2021, was dismissed that December, and the request
to
of
Weekly
both
Essentials
sides was dismissed.
I don't know why
that
my
December
voice
at the request of both sides.
I go raspy when
Still,
I go live, but
it provides valuable
doing a recording
insight into the breakup of
this week we have a little bit of gossipy stuff going on here.
In the complaint, Young Living accused McLean and the Vining of working
shorter one
to cut deals with Modere to raid Young Living's business. McLean did not return a request for comment.
Several Young Living sellers
have denounced the named defendant in this case are former
connections.
So I really wonder what that's all about. I read a few meticulously
one of them is very
long to leave Young Living, join a competing business venture, and take as many Young Living distributors and customers with them as possible.
And
the lawsuit complaint read, Young Living declined to comment on the lawsuit. But now the influencers are saying the money are alleged switch back over to this one had nothing to do with their decision to leave.
The other one
Vining wrote on Instagram that the book Truitt denounced was a tip of the iceberg on this issue, and she feels better after denouncing this spiritual darkness to her followers.
Want to go raspy
I feel a lot of clarity breaking my silence for things that
doing a
matter in
recording.
eternity.
So this
the
week we have a
denouncement of
little
young
bit of
living as
gossipy
demonic
stuff going
is
on here.
especially
So I
intriguing
have
because
two
so many
articles.
as
I'm gonna read the
of its
shorter
retailer
one.
funding included
But it's
has
saying
spent the
former
past several
seller
years
alleged
blending
essential
together the
oil
principles of
MLM
alternative
is
wellness
satanic.
and
Several
medicine.
young
The
living
company
several young living
espouses with their
sellers
evangelical
have
Christian
denounced the
beliefs
company due
and
to
to great
perceived
success.
demonic connections.
Young
So I really
Living was
wonder what
founded
that's all
in
about. I read a
1993 by
one of them is
D.
very
Gary
long.
Young,
It's from
a member of the Church
BuzzFeed.
of Jesus
So
Christ of
I
Latter-day
am,
Saints,
because of how everything is set
successfully
up,
blended his
I'm gonna have to stop
own devout
recording,
faith
and then
with
I'm
a
gonna have to
lifelong passion for
go to the other
alternative
page
remedies.
and then re-record.
In a
so I can
newsletter
show
to Young
you
Living members
the
after her
BuzzFeed
husband's death
article,
in
but I'm gonna
2018,
switch back
Gary's
over
wife,
to
Mary,
this
wrote
one
that her husband's
and read
desire
this
to
one because
spread the
it's a little bit
gospel
shorter.
of
The other one
essential
is
oil
pretty
was
lengthy.
closely tied to his faith. Writing,
Hey,
God was his
welcome
foundation.
to Weekly Essentials.
He founded
I don't know why my voice just,
He founded the essential
wanna
oil
go
movement
raspy
against
when I go
tremendous
live,
opposition
but,
and slander,
well, I'm not live.
but he never stopped in
doing a
his
recording.
desire to serve God's
So
children.
this
Young
week we have a
wrote,
little bit
for
of
many years,
gossipy stuff
alternative
going on
remedies
here.
like
So
essential
I
oils
have
were
two
stereotyped
articles.
to
I'm
be
gonna read the shorter
purview
one.
of hippie, dippy, rich
But it's
people.
saying former
But
seller
as Rachel
alleged
Monroe
essential oil
wrote in the New
MLM
Yorker in 2017,
is
essential
satanic.
oils have
Several young
also
living
caught on more broadly amongst women
sellers
all over the
have
U.S.
denounced the company due to perceived
Wellness is often
demonic
dismissed as frivolity,
connections.
another way for wealthy
So I
white
really
women
wonder
to
what
spend
that's
money
all
and
about.
obsess
I read
about
a
their
few
bodies, she
pieces.
wrote.
One of them is
But
very
just
long.
but
It's
you're
from
just as likely
BuzzFeed.
to find
So
essential
I
oils in a
am,
small
because of
town
how
drugstore in
everything
the
is set up,
Midwest as in an organic
recording,
market
and then I'm
in
gonna have
LA.
to go to the other page.
Over the
and then
past
re-record so I can
decades
show you
or so, many of the
the
devotees who
BuzzFeed
made it big
article,
in Young
but I'm
Living
gonna
shared
switch back
similarities
over
with
to
finding.
this one.
They were
and
young
read this one
wives and
'cause it's a
mothers
little
in the
bit shorter.
heartland
The other one
who were
is pretty
devout
lengthy.
evangelical Christians, and they also seem to have
Hey,
suspicions of
welcome to
mainstream
Weekly
medicine.
Essentials.
According to Vining, once
I don't know
she
why
stopped
my
buying
voice
mainstream
just,
medicine and home
I'm
products
gonna go
and
raspy when I go
dove
live,
into essential
but
oils,
well,
her
I'm not
life
live.
changed
I'm
dramatically.
doing a
In
recording.
2017, she
So
wrote about her
this
family.
week we have a little bit of
Her
gossipy
family had decided to
stuff
start a
going on
wellness
here.
journey.
So
3 years
I have
before,
two articles.
3
I'm gonna read
years
the shorter
before,
one.
after learning about,
But it's saying former
that
seller
doesn't sound right,
alleged
but yeah,
essential
that's what
oil
it says. That's not me.
MLM
That is not me,
is
people.
satanic.
3 years before,
Several
after
young living
learning about the dangers
several
lurking
young living
in our homes
sellers
that were
have
making us
denounced the
sick.
company due to perceived demonic
There are ingredients in everyday things
connections.
like baby lotion, dish
So I
soap,
really wonder
dryer
what
sheets,
that's all about.
linked
I
to
read a
cancer,
few
infertility, and
pieces.
disease.
One of them is
We
very
just
long.
didn't know, she
It's
wrote.
from
We slowly but
BuzzFeed.
surely took a
So
trash
I
bag
am,
through
because
our
of how
home
everything
and
is set
began
up,
to read
I'm
labels.
gonna have to stop
Into the trash
recording,
bag
and then
went
I'm gonna have to
candles, over-the-counter
go to the other
drugs,
page and then
shampoo,
re-record so I
anything
can
that
show
was
you
setting us
the
setting
BuzzFeed
us for
article,
our
but I'm gonna
kiddos up for
switch back
failure with
over
our
to this
health.
one
Vining
and read
never
this one because it's a
specified what
little bit shorter.
ingredients
The other one is
exactly were
pretty
making her family sick, but claiming that once she threw out the product, she
welcome
saw
to
huge
Weekly
difference.
Essentials.
And once she found Young Living and
I don't
began
know why
using
my
oils,
voice just,
Vining claimed her
I'm gonna
family
go
no longer
raspy
needed
when I
to
go
rely
live,
on
but
toxic
well, I'm
Western
not live.
medicine.
I'm doing a
All
recording.
right, we're almost there.
So this week we
use
have a little
essential
bit of
oils
gossipy
for everything in our
stuff
home
going
for
on
some
here.
irritations
So I have two articles.
outdoors,
I'm gonna read
to
the
first
shorter
aid
one.
type of things to helping
But it's saying
regulate
former seller
hormones and
alleged
emotions
essential oil
and all that good stuff.
MLM
And of course,
is
restful sleep. She
satanic.
wrote.
Several young living
They've blessed our
several
family
young
so
living
much. As the
sellers
Vining's
have
platform
denounced the company
in
due
2017,
to
Vining wrote she had
demonic
58,000
connections.
people under her
So
in
I
business.
really wonder what that's
The couple
all
used
about. I read a few
used the
pieces.
proceeds
One of them
from
is
their
very
essential oil
long.
business to
It's
spread
from
the gospel of
BuzzFeed.
Jesus,
So
effectively combining
because
the
of
two
how
parts of
everything
her
is set
life.
up,
Our prayer has always been that we
and then
would
I'm gonna have to
use our
go
influence
to
to
the
point
other page
everything
and then
back to one
re-record
who
so I
made
can
a
show
way.
you
Jesus,
the
Vining wrote.
BuzzFeed
We
article, but I'm
know
gonna
that this
switch back
money and this
over to this
opportunity
and
and
read
this
this one
voice
because it's a little
have
bit
not
shorter.
been
The other
given to
one is
us
pretty lengthy
because of anything we have done, and they are not ours.
Welcome to
In
Weekly
2017, Vining and
Essentials.
another Young Living
I
seller
don't know
made a
why
goal
my
to get
voice
Young
just,
Living oils into a school
wanna
in
go
Uganda
raspy when I
that
go
was
live,
founded by
but
an
well, I'm
American
not live.
evangelical
I'm
Christian
doing a
missionary. The
recording.
Vinings and their
So
partners were
this week we
eventually
have a little
able
bit
to
of
raise enough
gossipy
funds
stuff going
to
on
get
here.
oils and diffusers diffusers into every dorm room and classroom at the school. In order to give the students appropriate wellness supplies to prevent icky disease and on wellness,
satanic.
wrote.
Several Young Living
She felt that this plan was a calling from God.
Have denounced the company.
It's about
due
more
to
than oils, you guys.
demonic
wrote.
It's
always been about so much more than oils.
So I really wonder
it's
what
about
that's
wellness,
all about. I read a
and
few
abundance.
pieces.
Young Living
One of them is
slogan.
very long.
And
It's from
it's about
BuzzFeed.
using any
So
platform
I
we
am,
are
because of
given
how
to
everything
glorify
is
the
set
King.
up, I'm gonna have
Vining's
to stop
essential
recording,
oil
and then I'm gonna
influence
have to
also led to a
go
career
to the
on
other
social
page
media,
and
where she
re-record
became
so
a
I can show
prominent
you
Young Living
the
influencer.
BuzzFeed
As her prominence
article,
within the
but I'm
oily
gonna switch
oiler
back
community
over
grew,
to this one.
she didn't and
She
read this
did
one because
her
it's a little bit
online
shorter.
presence.
The other
So
one
did
is
her
pretty
online
length.
presence, and she went from having
welcome to
56,000
Weekly
Instagram followers
Essentials.
in September 2018 to more than 200,000 when she quit the company in August 2021. Many other Young Living sellers also found success on social
this
media,
week we have a
where they
little
were
bit of
able to share their
gossipy stuff
devout
going
faith
on here.
and their enviable
So I have
lifestyles
two
while also
articles. I'm going to
recruiting
read
new
the shorter
downlines
one.
or Young Living retailers
But it's
who
saying
report to
former
them.
seller
McLean,
alleged
the former
MLM
Royal Crown Diamond,
is
who was
satanic.
sued by
Several
Young Living,
along
with the Vinings last year,
sellers
grew her
have denounced the
platform to
company
more
due
than
to
29,000
perceived
Instagram
demonic
followers, and launched a book and a video series
So
called
I really
24
wonder what
Days
that's
of
all
Prayer
about.
for
I
Your
read a
Business.
few pieces.
In the
One of them
series,
is very
McLean led
long.
followers
It's from
virtually on a
BuzzFeed.
spiritual,
So
devotional
I
aimed
am,
at
because of
centering
how
their faith
everything
in
is
their
set
business
up,
venture.
I'm gonna have to stop
Young
recording,
Living,
and then I'm gonna have to go to the other page
business
and then
ventures, Young
record
Living
so I can
or
show you
otherwise.
the
Truett,
BuzzFeed
who has
article,
more than
but I'm gonna
43,000
switch back
Instagram
over
followers,
to this
is
one
also open
and read this
about
one
her
because it's a
Christian
little
faith.
bit shorter. The other one is
Often
pretty lengthy.
discussing her religion along with her business ventures and devout to health, wellness, and
Weekly
fitness.
Essentials.
It is because these oil peddlers
just,
connected their sweet.
want to go raspy when I go live.
Oh my God! I was gonna say that. I was about to. That was formulating in my head.
So this week we have a little bit of gossipy stuff,
but I was not gonna say it. But I'm glad. So
I have two articles.
It is because these oil peddlers connected their spirituality so closely with their careers that their sudden
is satanic.
Several Young Living
Insistence that the company is now somehow anti-Christian
have denounced the
has
company
been so
due to
jarring.
perceived
But
demonic
according to the
Oilers,
Oilers,
after years of success in
so
Young
I really
Living,
wonder what
they
that's
had
all
begun
about.
to
I
feel
read a
darkness,
few pieces.
One of them is very long.
It's
And
from
that's what led
BuzzFeed.
them to leave.
So I am, because
Last
of
week,
how
Truett
everything is
kicked off
set
the
up,
public drama
I'm
when
gonna
she
have to
posted
stop
a series of
recording, and then I'm gonna
Instagram
have to
stories
go
about
to the other
issues
page and
she
then
had with Young
record so I
Living.
can show you
According to Truett, after
BuzzFeed
7 good
article,
years of
but I'm
selling
gonna
Young Living
switch
and
back
reaching the
over
second
to this
highest diamond
one
status,
and read
she
this
and
one
her
'cause it's a
husband
little
had
bit
began to
shorter.
feel
The
the
other
company
one
was
is pretty
changing
lengthy.
and not for the better.
Hey,
Truett didn't specify
to
what
Weekly Essentials.
these changes were,
I don't know
saying
why my
they
voice
couldn't really
just,
pinpoint it. But we
wanna
heard
go
things that they
raspy
didn't
when
really
I go
agree with,
live,
that
but
didn't really
well, I'm
agree
not
with our
live.
spirit. After
Doing a
praying about it, they
recording.
decided to
So,
resign from Young
this
Living at
week
the
we
end
have
of
a little bit of
2021.
gossipy
We
stuff
knew that the
going on
Lord
here.
was calling out
So
to
I
us,
have two
calling
articles.
us
I'm gonna read the
out of
shorter
that, she
one.
said.
But it's saying former
Truett said
seller
that
alleged
despite having
essential oil
resigned
MLM
last fall, she received a
is
demonic book in the
satanic.
mail
Several
earlier
Young
this
Living
month that she thought was sent from Young Living.
sellers
She
have
said the
denounced
company
the
has
company
sent
due
it
to
to all its
perceived
diamond
demonic
level sellers and claimed that
connections.
Mary Young,
So
the
I
wife
really
of the
wonder
late
what
founder,
that's all
had
about. I
encouraged
read
her
a
leaders
few
to read the
pieces.
book
One of them
and
is
pass
very
it along to
long.
their
It's
downline.
from BuzzFeed.
So
Sorry.
I
Apologies, I have
am,
some
because
water.
of how
The
everything is
book
set up,
titled "My
I'm gonna have to
Word
stop
Made
recording,
Flesh"
and
is
then I'm gonna have to
co-written by a
go to the other
self-help
page and then
guru
re-record so
named
I can show
Robert
you
Tyson
the
Stevens,
BuzzFeed
who runs a
article.
company
But I'm
called
gonna switch back
Mastery
over
Systems.
to this
Stevens
one
did not return a
and read
request for
this one because
comment.
it's a little bit shorter. The other one is pretty
Stevens
lengthy.
describes himself on his website as a masterful facilitator of individuals and organizations that choose to transform their lives into healthy, creative, loving, and fulfilling experiences. Stevens wrote the book with Von Harding, a young living Royal Crown Diamond
gossipy stuff
going on
who
here.
moonlights
So
as a
I have two articles. I'm
motivational
gonna read the
speaker
shorter
and a
one.
young
But
wrote
it's saying
the
former
forward.
seller alleged essential oil
The
MLM
spokesperson for Young Living
is
said Young's
satanic.
choice to
Several
contribute
Young
to the
Living
book was separate from the role at the company, from her role
have
at the
denounced the
company.
company due
Mary
to
Young,
perceived
Mary Young's
demonic
choice to write a forward stemmed from her own
connections.
belief about
So
the
I really
essence
wonder
of
what
the
that's
use.
all
I'm sorry,
about.
about
I read a few pieces.
stem from
One of
her
them
own
is very
belief about
long.
the use
It's
of
from
language to promote
BuzzFeed.
positive
So
outcomes
I
and her
am,
desire
because of
to
how everything
support
is
a
set
friend.
up,
They
I'm gonna have
said
to stop recording, and then
she
I'm gonna
wrote
have
her
to
forward prior to
go
much
to the
of the
other
book,
page and then
much of the
record so
book
I can show
even being
you
written
the
based on the
BuzzFeed
author's intent to
article. But I'm
teach
gonna
people how to
switch
use
back
positive
over
language
to this
to help
one
bring about
and
change
read
in their
this one
life.
because it's a little bit
I
shorter.
attempt
The
to get
other
a
one is
copy of
pretty
my
lengthy.
word made flesh to see what it actually contained.
To
But after
Weekly
placing an order for
Essentials.
$79 book
I
on
don't know why
Mastery
my
System
voice
website,
just,
my order was canceled and
wanna
refunded
go
with no
raspy when
explanation.
I go
My
live.
word made
But
flesh
well, I'm
has
not
now
live.
been scrubbed from
Doing
the
a
website.
recording. Okay.
So, this week we have a little bit
According
of
to
gossipy
Truett, when
stuff
she
going
received
on
the book
here.
and flipped through
So,
it, she was
I have two
horrified.
articles.
The
I'm
book
going to
is
read
one
the
of the most
shorter
darkest
one.
and demonic books
But
I've
it's saying
ever
former
had in my
seller
house, she
alleged
said.
essential oil
I cannot wait to get rid of it, but I had to
is
share.
satanic.
In Truett's
Several
video,
young living
she reads from a book that she says in my word made
sellers
flesh.
have
The
denounced the
demonic
company due to
elements of the
perceived
book Truett claimed
demonic
includes encouraging people to do
connections.
basically a seance
So
with
I really
oils
wonder what
and
that's
telling
all
them to
about. I
repeat,
read a
I am the
few
resurrection
pieces.
and
One
the
of them
life
is
of
very
my
long.
lineage. It's from
In the Bible,
BuzzFeed.
Jesus calls
So
himself
I
the way,
am,
the
because
truth,
of
and the
how
life,
everything is
and
set up,
says no one
I'm gonna
comes
have
to
to stop
Father except
recording,
through
and then I'm gonna
me.
have to
The
go
Christian
to
site
the other
Truett,
page and then
she
record
explained
so
the
I can
book's
show you
phrasing a very
the
offensive
BuzzFeed article.
phrasing
But
is
I'm
very
gonna
offensive
switch back
as
over to
it
this
seems to
one
imply you are
and read this one because it's a little bit shorter. The other one is
supplanting
pretty lengthy.
Jesus' spot. There's nothing more false than that, she says
Welcome
in her
to
Instagram
Weekly
story. And
Essentials.
taking Jesus out is
I don't know
of
why
it
my
and
voice
putting
just,
yourself in there.
wanna
Truett
go
warned
raspy
believers
when I
who
go
were still
live.
in Young
But
Living,
well, I'm not live.
still in Young Living, that if
Doing a
they did
recording.
what the company asked
So
and brought the
this
book
week we
into
have a
their
little
life,
bit of
in their
gossipy
household,
stuff
it will
going on
completely
here.
ruin you.
So I
Leaders
have
of
two
Young Living,
articles. I'm gonna read
you
the
receive
shorter
this
one.
book, and so if you are
But it's
hiding
saying
this book
former
from your
seller
teens,
alleged
you are
essential oil
condoning this evil, she
MLM
said. And if you
is
promote it, you need a
satanic.
serious
Several
heart
young
check.
living
There is so much bigger than money. There
sellers
is so much
have
bigger than
denounced
money.
the company
This is so
due to
much bigger than
perceived
day-to-day life. This
demonic
is eternal significance, she
connections.
said. And
So
you have
I
to
really wonder
stand
what
up
that's
and
all
raise up
about.
and
I read
run
a
from
few
this.
pieces.
Finding
One of
Sue
them is
posted
very
on her
long.
Instagram
It's
stories
from
in support of
BuzzFeed.
Truett, saying that
So
she was
I
proud of
am,
Truett for
because of
sharing
how
the
everything is
truth.
set up, I'm gonna have to stop recording,
Believers,
and then I'm gonna have to
be discerning,
go to the
she
other
wrote.
page and then
The
record
enemy,
so I can show you
Satan,
the
prowls like a lion, and
BuzzFeed
he can
article.
look
But I'm
and
gonna
smell really
switch back
good.
over
This
to
isn't
this
about a
one
book,
and
though
read
the
this
book
one because it's
alone
a
would
little bit
have been a
shorter. The
deal
other one
breaker
is
for
pretty
me.
lengthy.
This is the tip of the iceberg on this issue. Finding
Welcome
out
to
as she was
Weekly
praying for
Essentials.
clarity to speak out more,
I don't know why my
speak
voice
out
just,
more about her experience
wanna
with
go
Young Living,
raspy when I
but
go
knew she
live.
had to
But
denounce the
well, I'm not
spiritual
live.
darkness.
Doing
The
a
reaction from
recording.
Truett's
So
community to her
this week we have a
denouncement
little
of
bit
Young
of
Living was
gossipy stuff going on here.
overwhelmingly
So I
supportive.
have two articles. I'm gonna read the
Commenters
shorter one.
praised her braveness and
But
for
it's saying
speaking
former
out
seller
against
alleged
evil.
essential oil
One woman wrote
MLM
she had considered
is
signing up for Young
satanic.
Living,
Several young living
but would
several
not
young living
after seeing
sellers
Truett's story.
have denounced the
People also
company due to
slammed Young Living on
perceived
social media after
demonic
Truett spoke out,
connections.
saying they were blending oils
So I
and
really wonder what
the
that's all
occult.
about. I read a
Am
few
I the
pieces.
only
One of
Christian
them is
woman
very long.
who is not
It's from
surprised
BuzzFeed.
one bit
So
that an
I
essential oil
am, because
company
of
would
how
come out
everything
as
is set up,
satanic?
I'm gonna have to
Wrote
stop
one.
recording, and
Other
then I'm gonna have to
Instagram accounts like
go to
Christian
the other
podcast
page and
host
then
Blake
record so I can show you the
Gucci
BuzzFeed article.
from the
But I'm
Girls
gonna
Naked Blake
switch back
have been
over
posting
to
about
this
how the
one
company
and read this one because it's
anti-biblical
a little bit shorter.
Gucci
The other
had
one is pretty
previously
lengthy.
posted deep dives into the supposed darkness in Young Living and said she wasn't surprised to see Truett's story.
I don't know why my voice.
I knew Young
just,
Living was into some dark stuff,
go
and everyone thought I
raspy
was
when I
crazy,
go
she
live.
said.
But
Since
well, I'm
posting
not
about
live.
the book, Truett has
Doing a
erased all mention
recording.
of her claims from
So
her account.
this
She
week we
continued
have a
to
little
post
bit of
memes about
gossipy
spiritual
stuff
warfare,
going on here.
uploading a C.S.
So
Lewis quote
I
that
have
reads,
two articles.
"This is
I'm
no
gonna read
neutral
the
ground in
shorter
the
one.
universe. There is no
But
neutral
it's
ground in
saying
the
former
universe.
seller
Every
alleged
square
essential
inch,
oil
every split second
MLM
is claimed by God
is
and counterclaimed by
Several young
Satan."
living
Both Truett and Vining are now preaching the
sellers
benefits
have
of their new
denounced the company due to perceived
which you can swipe
demonic
up on their accounts
connections,
to buy or even sell products.
So
from,
I really wonder what that's all about. I read a few pieces. One of them is very long. It's from BuzzFeed. So I have been using Modere products for a while,
and it's just been so different. My body feels so different. The youth is just flowing out of me. Meanwhile, Young Living accounts have so far been silent on the controversy.
Switch back over to this one.
They continue to post about the benefits of
the other one
oils,
is pretty lengthy.
encouraging their 1 million followers to focus on you by taking some time out to practice mindfulness with your favorite essential oil blends. Their followers filled up their comment sections
when I go
with
live,
hearts.
but well, I'm not live. I'm doing
Okay.
a recording.
So this week we have a little bit of gossipy stuff going on here. So I have two articles. I'm gonna read the shorter one.
What do I have to say? Do I have to say
but
anything?
It's saying former seller alleged essential oil MLM is satanic. Several young
I'm not
living
religious.
Several
and
young
someone
living
came on my page
at one point
have denounced
pointing
the
out,
company due
that
to
burning
perceived
sage was,
demonic connections. So I really wonder what that's all about. I read a
Christian
few
or something
pieces.
like that.
One of them is very long.
And I was
it's
saying,
from
I'm
BuzzFeed.
not religious. I don't really
so
do this
I
stuff
am
for
because of
religious
how everything
purposes.
is set up.
I'm
gonna have
but
to
I could
stop
see,
recording,
I think the article kind of pointed out a few
and
things that I don't really need to point out. It pretty much, you
the
could
BuzzFeed article,
go from the article,
but I'm gonna switch back
get
over
a gist of
to
what's
this
going
one
on
and
for
read
yourself.
This one,
I mean,
like if
you're gonna denounce one company and then go to another, and then say, their oils are blah blah blah.
Essentials.
I don't know. I don't know why I want to hear you guys' opinion on that, on everything. But then I read just 2 hours ago, so it's 3 o'clock on Monday now. And just 2 hours ago, Young Living announced a new scientist
this week
as
we have a
their
little
head.
bit of gossipy
stuff going on here. But now I guess I'll just say it here. So I'm not going to pronounce his name properly, so I'm going to use my computer.
But it's saying
former seller. So Young Living promotes Dr.
MLM,
who say
satanic. Several young living
sellers. That's in
denounced the company.
That was 11 a.m. Eastern.
Demonic
28
connection.
So today is Monday.
So I really wonder what that's all about.
So
I read
a few hours
pieces.
Ago.
One of them is very long.
It's from BuzzFeed.
The other article was much less than that.
Because of how everything is set up,
why not just
have to
stop
this
recording and then
it's
I'm
pretty much spelled out everything.
Go to the other page and then re-record so I can show you.
My biggest takeaway from this, though, I would say, stop being followers.
Over to
whether or not you're a follower, if you believe in Christianity or if you believe in Buddhism, Hinduism, the whole point of this is to be using the oils for wellness.
Welcome to Weekly
Young Living has
Essentials.
excellent oils if you use them and you want to use them. I mean, I would say if I'm purchasing oils, if I wasn't,
when I go live,
I mean, even still, I purchase other oils. I mean, I just.
Doing a recording.
I want to purchase, Plant Living and all the other
this week
oils.
we have a little bit
sometimes
of
it's also my budget
stuff going on here.
I have my own personal budget.
So I have two articles.
Like, say for instance, if I see something on sale, I
but it's saying
them
former seller alleged
essential oil
MLM
oils are grown
satanic.
Different places, and they'll have
several young living sellers
benefits.
have denounced,
and so you want to test out different oils to see which one is better for
connection.
I really wonder what that's
Spanish
all about.
I read a few
pieces.
One of them
is
very
so
long.
Good, and I was like, wow, but I'm sure if I purchase, another oil from another
is set up.
Part of Spain or something is going to be different if I find another supplier. The oils, the oils are interesting. Don't get stuck. I mean, I sell good oils, but
I'm going to switch back over to this one.
Purchasing from one person or one supplier. Find, I know people like loyalty and all this other stuff. But when it comes to essential oils and your health, I think you have to, I don't know. I like going to Whole Foods to buy foods. That's my number one place. Because I know I'm gonna find all the stuff that I want and I need. But I also the other day I went to.
So this week we have a little bit of gossipy stuff going on here. So
it was Aldi's.
Two articles.
I found some really good Swedish crackers. I was gonna post those, but I'm like,
it's saying former seller alleged essential oil MLM
And I found some other really good stuff
several
there.
Young Living
really good, like,
several Young Living sellers
and I was like,
have
yeah,
denounced
you know,
the company
shopping
due to
around is
perceived
good. You find, number one, different companies have different prices.
So
sometimes
I really
you don't
wonder
even know
what
if the
that's all
companies are
about.
buying
I read
from the
a
same
few
distributors.
pieces. One of them is
so
very
you might
long.
get the same,
It's from
you know, this one's selling at a higher price,
So I
especially the
am,
MLM,
because of how
they
everything
have
is
the
set up,
downlines and all this
I'm
other
gonna have
stuff.
to
I don't
stop
know their business.
recording, and then
I'm just reporting on what's
the
the
other
news that I
page
see.
and then re-record. So I
But
can show
that's
you
basically
the
it.
BuzzFeed article.
As far
but I'm
as
gonna
for
switch
this
back
weekly
over to
essential, I
this
didn't even
one
introduce myself, but my
and
name is
read
Tosh.
this one because it's a little bit shorter. The other one is pretty lengthy.
Stay tuned for next week. Make sure you sign up for our Instagram.
Welcome to Weekly Essentials.
I just say, you know, I don't know why
think
my
about
voice
yourself.
just, like I said, you don't
want to go raspy
this
when
is
I
supposed
go
to be
live,
like, to me,
but,
this is supposed to be
I'm
like
not
a
live.
adventurous thing.
Doing a
Like,
recording.
don't get stuck into a company. Don't get
this
stuck
week
into
we have a little
people.
bit of gossipy
You know, a
stuff
part of the
going on
oils in a
here.
way, I would
So
say, because
I
they
have two
the,
articles. I'm gonna read the shorter one.
I don't want to say
saying
spiritual
former seller
aspect, the
alleged
vibrational
essential oil
aspect of it.
MLM
Then I could
is
see where they could go with the
several
spiritual
Young Living
things.
several Young
But
Living
it's up to Young Living, you know, where they
have
want to take
denounced
their
the company
I can't
due to
dictate where they
perceived
take their company, or where the wife,
demonic
or where, you know,
connections.
you know,
So I
where
really wonder what that's all about. I read a few
influencers
One
that
of them is
represent
very
Young
long.
Living want to
It's
take
from
it. I don't know.
BuzzFeed.
Like, that's their
So I
thing.
am, because of how everything
But I
is
think
set
as a
up, I'm gonna have to
consumer,
stop
you have
recording, and then I'm gonna
to
have to
be
go
wary
to
of
the other
things
page
and
then
people, you know,
re-record
just
so I
like
can show
guiding you down a path.
the
And that's what they're
BuzzFeed
saying. Like, you know, they don't want to
article,
go
but I'm
down this
gonna
path
switch
with
back
Young Living,
over
but then
to
they're
this
also just
one
like skipping
and read
ahead and
this one
taking you
because
down
it's
some
a
other
little bit
path of
shorter. The other
Modere.
one is pretty lengthy.
So you know, it's like they're selling, they're still selling. So find out what they're selling and why they're selling
Essentials.
to you. You know,
I don't
is
know why my
Modere really
voice
good? Is
just,
it better than Young Living? You know, do you want to
go
get caught up
raspy
in their
when I go
politics,
live,
or are you
but,
just interested
I'm
in
not
your
live.
health and your wellness,
Doing a
not
recording.
into, you know,
So
what's her name?
this
Live It,
week
or
we have a little bit of gossipy
I could
stuff
find the name
going
there.
on here. So I
Whatever their
have two
names are,
articles.
you know,
I'm
these
gonna read
social
the
media
shorter one.
influencers.
But it's saying former seller
And I'm
alleged
all into that
essential
stuff.
oil
So I'm like, you know,
MLM
researching a lot about that stuff. So I could come
Several
to you
Young
guys.
Living
My thing is own your own
Young
health. I
Living
want to come to you guys and
sellers
say, like,
have denounced
this is the truth. Like, this is what you need to do. This is how this works, and this is how that works. You know, just like I was saying with the essential oil, don't ingest them. Like, you don't know. Like, they're saying Young Living is the devil. Now the Young Living has a new scientist.
Because of how everything is set up, I'm gonna have to stop recording, and then I'm gonna have to be.
And it's always seeming sketchy with the essential oil companies, the big, the MLM companies.
But I'm gonna switch back over to this one.
But use your best judgment. Think about your wellness. Think about your health. Think about your body, what you're putting inside. The essential oils, even though that was like the big thing that I forgot to mention when someone was like, "Oh yeah, the essential oils are." When I said they are volatile substances, yes. They are volatile substances.
So
once they go
this
into
week
the
we have a little bit of gossipy stuff going on here.
Gas, and they
I have
your
two articles.
Your
I'm going to read the
your
shorter
system, your
one.
limbic system, and they
but
affect
it's saying
you. So
former
if you
seller
spill a whole bunch of
alleged
essential oil in your house,
MLM
that is not going to be a good thing. It could
satanic.
eventually give you a headache or
several Young Living
irritate your nervous system. Especially if you have,
the company due to
or if it's not you, someone within your household or within the vicinity that you're using.
So I really wonder what that's all about. I read a few pieces. One of them is very long.
So when someone's saying, "Oh well, it's
I am because of how everything is set up."
Like, but maybe you didn't think about it too much. Maybe you haven't really used essential oils to see when you diffuse too much of it. How
the
really
BuzzFeed article. But I'm gonna switch back over to
obnoxious,
this one,
but pungent. The smells
and read this
are.
one because it's
Now,
a little bit shorter. The other one is pretty lengthy.
So yeah, that's it for this weekly essential. My name is
welcome
Tosh. Subscribe.
To Weekly
Go
Essentials.
to our website.
I don't know why
subscribe.
my voice
Stay
just,
tuned. I have our courses
go
coming
raspy
soon.
when I go live,
and
but,
I want to be on top of stuff, and I'll try to do a live this week or something.
So
maybe go over this.
We have a little bit of
I'll do a live maybe like on
Wednesday.
I'll schedule it and I'll